For many people, mountain biking will always be about finding that perfect trail, in the same way as surfers getting barreled, touching the chandelier. And so, in a land that is home to some crazy sea creatures and some of the biggest, nastiest waves in the world, we were given a date to rendezvous at a location said to have it all. But we were here to have it out, except that my riding partner was known to be a bit of a handful, full-bodied, temperamental, just like a good Douro red wine, a Nazare tumbler, or whatever you call it. I was ready then to face the Yorkshire tsunami. Yes, you might have guessed then, our destination Portugal, and my riding colleague Chris Akrigg. I got the guns out and headed to the impact zone. It felt I'd woken up in a fantasy world, sightseeing with one of the world's top EMTB riders, visiting colourful places, eating cakes, drinking coffee, and riding at the end of the world. Castelo dos Muros. I've heard there's some great riding on Sintra.
Yeah, but Stephen, you're going to have to pick your battles.
Huh?
You're going to have to pick your battles.
We set off with the words ringing in my mind. Was I dreaming? Was this reality? But those battle words.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, can I just stop you there, Chris?
What's happening?
What did you mean by battles?
I was sort of checking you had the minerals, Steve.
I don't get you.
Well, it can get a little bit hardcore around here, you know?
Right.
So I just didn't want your little dream you have turn into a nightmare.
It's already a nightmare. Come on.
We probably all have ideas of dream rides, but I'll be honest with you, the previous occasion I'd ridden with Akrigg was actually a nightmare. Reality dawned, and I woke up on the precipitous cliffs of Castelo dos Muros, the Palace de Pina, in Sintra, Portugal.
I'm not being funny, right? But I thought this place was all about the best trails and do a little bit of sightseeing. I mean, I get it. That is a bit of a dreamland, but when it comes to dreams, I do have a bit of a vision about how the day might pan out.
Choosing to pick my battle, I decided to go along and let Chris have his own way. Soon, we were indeed riding prime terrain.
All right, enough sightseeing for a minute. Should we get this nightmare underway?
Go down.
A bit of downhill action. Okay, so it's reasonably rocky in here. So I hear.
I'm looking, and it is very reasonably rocky.
So in terms of battles, this is the one I'm feeling most confident about. Wow. All right. Pretty cool trail, wasn't it? I do think, though, that you pretty much shut that down with that last move down off that rock. Whoa. I think that was actually harder than maybe Val de Sol downhill. And you're like on a 150 mil travel bike.
Yeah.
All right. I see how this is going to go. I can see you riding around in that car. Palace is cool, right?
Awesome, yeah.
Actually, talking about palaces, it hasn't gone unnoticed that you're on the 7.5k Kado and I'm on the 4.5k Kado.
Yeah, sort of almost like a reflection of the rider, isn't it? Ability.
Yeah. Doing now?
What? Right. So we're talking about battles. What about vertical battles?
I think you're deluded if you reckon I'm going to get up that one there.
Give it a go.
Hey, do you reckon you could go off there as well?
What's over there, Steve?
It's kind of quite steep. Definitely front wheel high. Do you want to have a look at it?
Nah. What's it?
No, but it's like 4 foot high.
As long as your bike's out of the way, Steve.
Is he serious?
All clear?
Not in a million. That is like. Did you just see that? Did you see what we just did? Wow, that's like an unseen up to the top. Or let's pop it in the air and down. Fair dues. Fair dues. I kind of think that I'm a little bit out of my depth here when it comes to battles.
I think this is a starter, but I feel we can probably push the limits a little bit.
Can you change the word there?
Okay, sorry.
Not we, I.
All right, okay.
So what you got in mind then?
I think if you look over your right shoulder, Steve, the answer will lie. We'll give it a go.
It doesn't lie. It definitely doesn't lie. It stands vertically like this. That is literally 6 foot high. There's kids been rolling down it, but you're going to suggest going up it?
I think if we get plenty of speed. No? Yes?
I feel, Nick, that I feel like we need a bit of a reality check here. That is like, whoa, all right, I'm gonna give it a go. Whoa, that is like proper, talking about battles, that is properly going into a battle.
No pressure.
Bit different from Yorkshire, Chris.
No.
Did you get all the kids in Shipley Glen?
No, I've never seen anybody in Shipley Glen.
you seriously contemplating that?
I honestly don't know, Steve. How's it feel?
Really?
Doesn't look great, does it?
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure about your climbing abilities.
I'm not sure about that.
Never mind. What's it feel like at top? Is it actually slippy?
You can't be seriously thinking about going up here. I can't even walk up here. No, that's not doable.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
I'm a bit concerned, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everything, you've got to find a limit, haven't you, at some point? And I think, honestly, that might be it. But if you don't try, you don't know, do you?
I'm not sure.
What's the bets? I'm like 10% certain it might work.
Only 10?
Yeah. But then there's 10.
It's an interesting mindset.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like to think that I'd probably get a bike length and a bit in it, and then things might go weird.
No, they're going to go weird.
Okay. The problem is the start, you're not going to be able to get enough speed to get going on it, and then you'd want to gear down. So there's quite a lot going on.
I'd say there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Should we not do this?
Let's have a go.
What he's also not factoring in is there's no run up either.
Let's go. Oh, you f***er.
Oh no, I can't actually believe, where did the traction come from? I couldn't walk up there. That is nuts.
We were close, weren't we?
So if that's your 10%, wow.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Wow. That is insane. Fair play. Chris, I think insane skills aside, there's a few interesting pieces about this rock which I think are important to talk about. You know, we're in this era and it's all about the power, right? Well, power, and I just put my hands on this rock and it feels pretty good. But then I put my shoe in it.
Yeah.
And literally, the compound on my shoes, look at it, it is literally like glass. So I think that's where tyre compound, tyre pattern, tyre volume all comes into play, right? Because, I mean, you seem to be getting traction where there simply is no traction.
I think there's a lot of things there, Steve. Something like this, there's a lot going on. Obviously, the compound of the tyres, you've got to have complete faith in your equipment.
Yeah.
You know, you do need to know what's going on. You need to spend time on your bike, knowing how the little idiosyncrasies are going to happen. You know, like when you get to a point where if things do go wrong, you are in a bit of a sticky situation.
But you seem to be like, and that step there, just the step in itself.
Yeah, it's funny that you pick up on that, Steve, because I'm lucky that I'm quite ambidextrous.
Actually, you were quite ambidextrous in the pub last night.
Thank you for that. So I'm lucky enough, so when I get on the pedals, it doesn't really matter where my crank stroke is.
Right.
Because you need to be on it instantaneously and then you're aware.
So see, there was continual pressure on both your left and right all the way up that wall. I call it a wall.
Yeah, I mean, I always say, you know, the bulk of the work is done before you get to an obstacle because you've got your power, you have to set your speed, you've got to set your target and your timing. So then what you're doing here, you're managing your speed and your grip.
Yeah, I tell you what, it fits in with the battle, target and timing. The only problem was you've literally got 20 feet.
Until the battle starts.
You've got a 20 foot, you've got a 20-foot approach and all of a sudden there's a wall, there's a battle ahead of you.
We like a scrap.
Okay, so you've had your 10% moment. I reckon this is my 10% moment. 10% moment chance I can do this.
Yeah, you know what we were talking about earlier? Managing your expectations, Steve.
Yeah. What? What?
1%?
Are you cheeky?
Ready?
I'm suddenly really nervous.
Am I helping?
You're totally not helping.
What about if I sit here with my face? Do you want a target? Do you know what you should do, Steve?
What?
Pedal really hard.
Sakes.
That's the attitude.
It's meant to be my minder. You're going to catch me!
Yep. Just hammering it up for the camera. Had that all day long. 100%.
No comment. Cool place, right?
Yeah.
Castles, palaces, really nice trails.
Yeah, super varied.
Yeah.
Cool rock as well. But like, I'm not sure it'd be like in the wet. Like, you know, you can't believe some stuff is so grippy, but then if it gets wet, it could be so slippery.
So many riders. I mean, there was like 6-year-olds on the hill. There was like 66-year-olds on the hill.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see so many people out and, like you say, like varied terrain, variation.
What was that? You forgot how to speak.
I don't know. I was looking for a word that I don't think existed.
I tell you what, I was looking for a line that I don't think existed.
I think you've just.
Here comes the rock lady. Let's see what the rock lady's got to say. Excuse me, could you sit here a second? This is your restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called?
Maria Wine and Tapas.
Oh, wine and tapas. Chris, we're going to have to wait for the wine and tapas for a few days.
Yeah.
Maria, where can we do some more sightseeing from here? Where should we go from here?
From here, where are you sleeping?
In Sintra, but we're thinking of going to the beach, maybe?
Yeah, well, there is a beautiful beach here. As you go to Cap de Roca. So
What's Cabo de Roca?
Cap de Roca is down here, the most western part of Europe. You must go to Cap de Roca. It's nice. Before the Cap de Roca, there is a very famous beach, but it's difficult to go down there because it's wild.
He'll ride down it. He's wild, he'll ride down it.
Well, you can't ride, you have to walk, and even walking is dangerous.
Little does Marie know that Chris eats rocks for breakfast.
This.
Did you just clean that? That's probably 2 stages above a World Cup power stage climb, and probably the westernmost tip of Europe, and one of the hardest e-bike climbs in the world. Fair dues.
Thank you very much.
Fair dues.
It's good fun up there. It's
Can
good
you say my chain came off?
fun. Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right, going to take 5 minutes to visit this famous pasteleria, Donna Estefania. And here's the goods. I think it's going to have to be a pastel de nata. Dois pastel de nata?
Com certeza.
And double espresso?
You know.
Dois double espresso?
Yes.
Perfect. I mean, this is a big part of the reason why we come to Sintra, is to this incredible pasteleria.
Very good, man.
Yeah.
Voila.
Tom,
Nice to meet you guys.
Tom, thanks so much. Guys, if you're ever in Sintra, Donna Estefania.
Yes.
Primo. I'm actually going to come back, Tom, and have some of these here. These are pillows, aren't they?
Yes, and the inside is almond cream and eggs.
And what are these ones?
Only here in the house, because this is a mix, you
Okay.
know? Around the same paste of pillow, and inside the same cream of queijada.
Yeah.
This is the typical from here also. Inside have fresh cheese, sweet cheese, and cinnamon.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is like a mix, you know? I mean, believe.
Like Tom says, it's like, wow.
No.
Now, Nick, you're gonna have to pay. Cinnamon pastel de nata. Mamma mia. I'm sorry, that's Italian, isn't it? I mean, the riding's amazing. Some of the sightseeing's amazing, but you've got to have an espresso on a cake, right? Makes it, kind of makes it. Where's Chris gone anyway? Okay. Wow, dream ride. I think that was an illusion. Did you actually just ride up there?
I'm not sure. Everything seems to be coming at me really fast, but I guess that's just it's just another battle, Steve. You know, and I think that was the battle of the line choice.
Okay, so I suppose this is about like line choice and also playing what's in front of you. You did that blind.
Yeah.
That is an insane skill to be able to read the terrain, which is a big part of riding e-bikes, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, you know, really sort of, it's you're being forced forward in a sense, you know, and so you have to really like be on the ball, thinking about line choice, you know, and I guess just doing it a long time, everything just seems to slow down. People say it, you know, like in certain things, it feels like it's slowing down, but
I feel already I'm not even part of this battle. I feel like I'm just lying on the ground, destroyed. But I'm going to give a few sections a go.
no white flag yet.
Right, my battle is a different battle to yours in this instance. We've got like a left-hand line, a right-hand line,
Yeah.
and also like, I think my best bet is the centre line. Obviously, we're actually taking time to ponder this, whereas in normal situations, you'd just be picking your way up freestyle it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think left and right, there's more of an element of like bike control, I guess. Centre line is brute strength and ignorance. That's sort of you.
Do you reckon you can do that?
Yeah, I reckon I could do it.
Do you reckon I can do it?
As a friend.
Nick, can you just sort of come behind to show what's facing us here? Because we've got a beautiful eucalyptus woodland, but how would you describe that?
A wall of stone.
I'd say it's a wall of stone and an extreme gradient as well. Nevertheless, I'm going to give it a go. I've got to say, quite nervous. Okay, come on, you can do this, can you? You can do this.
Yeah, you can do it.
I can do this.
You can do it. Go save! Have it! Power! Power! Fuck!
Whoa! I'm pretty happy with that.
That's good.
I reckon I got the corner as well, though.
Yeah?
I think so, because I was in the wrong gear, wasn't I?
It looked fine.
Let me just now show you how easy that can be made to look. You literally are taking the mickey, aren't you?
You warmed it up for me.
So yeah, no white flag just yet.
Won't be long. Hurry up.
What the?
Whoa! We went a bit off piece then.
What? I gotta be honest, that I was joking earlier on, but that's just like an illusion. It's it just doesn't look. This is like a 24, 25 kilo bike, and you just went up a cliff face, basically. I honestly don't get it. I honestly don't get it.
quite a nice prospect, though, isn't it, Steve?
What's that?
Nice little ride down to the beach, maybe a cheeky little beer.
Yeah, tankers out at sea. Can you see Estoril race circuit?
Nope.
Neither can I.
To be fair, I think they just use the local roads.
Okay, last descent, Burros to the beach. Do you know what? If you went in a straight line down Burros and across the sea, have a guess who you'd come to?
Greenland.
Nope, you'd come to Cuba. Right, final battle then, Christopher.
The final show, down to the beach.
And there is fighting me yet left.
Battle's won.
Nice in the flower, isn't it? Nice in the flowers. Like Akrig's been down here before. That's cool, isn't it? Lovely flowers. The Akrigg is on the RS bike. I'm on the S. Yeah, RS bike is lighter. This is a far better ride on the bike, I guess. Lovely smells. Such nice smells, yeah. Whoa! We're riding this trail blind. The Akrigg, he's got Akrig's got a few downhill skills as well. Got Mr. Trials rider. Here is North Atlantic. Oh, what the hell was that about, Akrigg? So here we go, back in the trials. Whoa! Wow! What the hell is that? Oh my god! I just looked right! Wow! I literally just looked right! Wow! That's quite an end to the day, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Oh, it's a mint bit of trail, nice and fast, off the brakes. Look at that.
Look at the size of those waves.
Wales?
Frank Sinatra, eh?
I wear. Sintra, Steve.
Well, Chris, I think these were possibly some of the nicest prawns I've ever had in my life.
They were absolutely amazing, Steve. As you can see, mine have all gone already.
North Atlantic prawns. Just want to point out that I'm actually drinking Coke Zero, whereas the boys are on
mini beers.
Cheers.
And that's because we've got lots more work to do. Just look at that. Oh my God. North Atlantic prawns. Unbelievable. Some battleground.
No, we definitely won this one.
Wow, what a trail, what a place, what a day.
Yeah.
It is some place, right?
Sintra has delivered.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It hasn't gone unnoticed. Actually, you're on the RS bike and I'm on the S bike, but then again, different class of rider.
I didn't want to say it.
Fair dues. I think, hey, listen, so far, I mean, you are very much winning the battle, right?
Yeah. Are we not done?
Oh, we're not done, Christopher.
We're not done.
Wow, Ricardo, Sintra has such amazing mountain bike trails and of great diversity. But question I want to ask you is like, what does it offer in terms of food? I mean, I know pastel de nata and stuff, but what else has it got?
Okay, pastel de nata is very traditional of Lisbon. Sintra, we have our own pastries. The famous one's the cheesecake, queijada, made of white cheese and cinnamon. And the travesseiro, we call it the pillow in English.
I saw the pillow.
Made of almond and eggs. Most famous place is Periquita. Definitely where a must, people need to try. About food, we try to be very authentic in general way. Of course, with the evolution of tourism, the restaurants, the concepts, things are shifting. In this place, we try to be the most authentic.
This looks pretty authentic to me.
It is very authentic, something that is not very common to people to do anymore. They do it in the frying pan. We still do it old school, using grappa and alcohol. And we are very proud to use very authentic products. At the moment, 2025, we are less than 90 inhabitants.
90?
90, yes.
Whoa!
And 14 are my family. So I was born in front of the palace, of the National Palace. I still live behind it. I love museums, I love history. But what is true culture? It's you. It's me.
Well,
it's people.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because you've got the palace, you've got the castle, you've got the convent. There's so much kind of history on this hill just behind us.
Everything
isn't it?
is history.
I tell you what, Ricardo. Hopefully, we will return here later in the week, and I will bring you something that we can put in this fantastic place. So
And I will let you choose the spot where you want to put it, my friend.
Okay, fantastic. See you later in the week, yeah? Nice
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Chris, in true battle fashion, welcome to Tasco de Strauss in Sintra. Some jugs. Do you surrender? Is this the last stand?
Never take me alive. So, Steve, dream ride. Was it a dream?
It wasn't. Well,
So, what have we had? We've had.
no, can I stop you there? Well, to answer your question, right? It was often an illusion, sometimes a delusion. Sometimes I felt like I was hallucinating. Sometimes it was nice to daydream with Maria down by the coast in that little bar.
No.
Was it a dream? I think it was a dream. I think like we all look for these trails. I think it was very much like the Point Break. Is it called Point Break? On
Keanu Reeves.
Or do you think? What's your thoughts?
I think it was an absolute banging day. It's had everything. We've had uphill, we've had downhill, rocks. If I'm in the rocks, I'm having a good day. And then we've got nice little stop, like you say, coffee, treats, food, wine, hot sausage
With grappa flaming. And do you know what? If I was to recommend anybody to come to this place, Would you? Yes, I would, because it's got like, if on an e-mountain bike, the secret is to have granite rocks, which are like sandpaper, which means you can ride it in the wet and in the dry, right?
Yeah. And the thing is as well, you can be completely self-sufficient. You don't need any uplifts, anything like that. Go out your door, your hotel, go out, have yourself an amazing day, finish off at somewhere good. Yeah, that's it.
So I guess you guys want to know in terms of the bikes, 150 mil travel, 29-inch wheels, 800 watt-hour batteries. We did the whole route on one battery, which was great. Insane amount of riding. And Chris, thanks so much.
Thank you, Steve.
For the continued effort in this battle, which is ongoing. Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll let you know the results.
White flag.
That's nice.